Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Master Matriarch, and you guys all know me already. Um, I have, I guess I went to war, and I didn't mean to. I don't like doing things like this, but there is a specific YouTuber by the name of, well, he calls himself the Radical Behaviorist. You may know him. And he really leans towards Skinner and Young, but yet he has no licensing. He has no, any credibility whatsoever. And he has been attacking me like crazy. You know, um, he has talked about a lot of things that were simply not true. For example, he claims that I am harassing him and for the past 2 years, which is kind of hard to do because I've only known of him for the past 11 months. Okay, so anyway, that's what this entire video is about, and I'm going to be directly uh, addressing Robert in this video. So let's get on and see what's going to be happening here. This is going to be interesting, folks. Well, hello, Robert. This is Master Matriarch. You know, the one that you keep attacking online. I'm going to have to say a few things publicly, and I want to make this very clear. One, I am not a dog trainer. I used to be a dog trainer, but I'm no longer a dog trainer. Okay? I am not a behaviorist. What I am is a systems behavior architect, which is in a completely different universe than you live in, or anyone else for that matter. Number two, I want this to be known straight up. I learned about you approximately 11 months ago. So that would make it kind of hard for me to be harassing you, bullying you, slandering you, libel you, and whatever else you want to throw in there for the past 2 years, as you keep saying I have done. Uh, so I don't know, maybe you live in a whole different time than I live in. I don't know. And number three, you have accused me of only caring about money, and somehow uh, you came up with something relating to how much blood is it going to take. I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. I will let you know this. Um, when I was dog training, I only charged $50 a session, and that was enough money to cover my dog's food for the day and the gas that it took for me to go out to someone's house and help them with their dogs. Okay? And if people couldn't afford the $50, I did the work for free. Okay? So hopefully that will help clarify a couple of things, sir. Um, and anyway, yeah, let's go on to the next part here. Anyway, this is actually a video that I'm going to apologize to you about. I apologize for the negative things I said when I called you a moron, when I said that you're mentally unstable, as such, because actually that was really beneath me to say something like that. Uh, when I told you should see a psychiatrist, when I said several other things that I probably should have never said, including the fact that you're unstable, and the people that I have known in my life that act like you um, are usually on the pipe, an alcoholic, have some kind of brain injury, or a brain tumor of some sort, or they're just basically assholes. So I apologize for saying that to you and about you. Okay? Now, what this video here is about is simply this. Um, Robert, if I had adopted your philosophy uh, before I began with these dogs in my own way, um, well, according to all my sources, including my own experience, every one of my dogs would have turned on one another, including me, and it would have been fatalities. It would have been a lethal situation. Now, Um, Robert, I noticed you appear to have two dogs, a little min pin and what apparently may be some type of bully breed. And I appreciate that. You know, I have, see on the bed back there, that is an Australian cattle dog. This dog here is Odie. Isn't he beautiful? He is a real pit bull terrier, and he's also he's got some more bull in him. Okay, so these dogs tend to not always be very friendly with other dogs. If you know anything about the breeds, this guy here, he used to not allow anybody in the vicinity when he was eating. Um, and anyone else would have looked at this dog and said he's aggressive and he should be put down. He's very dangerous. He would go after you. He would bite you. He's bit me like 8 times. But he and I had to work together. And as you can see here, he's a calm boy. Let me move this out of the way a little bit so it's not so much in the camera shot. Then, of course, I have this guy. He was born feral. Okay, yes, sweetie, I will. This beautiful boy right here, he was born feral. He was found nothing more than a skeleton. And he was put on the dangerous dog list because he and his sister attacked a 10-year-old girl and left her with 32 stitches in her leg. So the person who tried to rescue him had no idea how to handle a dog like this. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And the beautiful, wonderful people who had this dog, again, didn't know what to do. Actually, they did what you say. No rules, no tools, no structure, nothing. Just let the dog do whatever it wants. This dog was very, very dangerous. As a matter of fact, the vet told his previous humans that the dog was not allowed to come into the clinic unless it was sedated and wearing a muzzle. And once the dog got into the clinic, it would take up to 5 technicians to ensure that nobody got bit or injured. Okay? Now this dog here, this is my Daisy. I've had her for a long time. She is a rescue. Same with Bobo. I worked with him a short time and helped him for about a month, and I was able to help him and his sister to finally begin to integrate around humans. Okay, this is Daisy. Daisy is a Rhodesian Ridgeback. She has some dachshund in her, and she's also Egyptian Pharaoh Hound. And yes, that's right. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Isn't that right? Okay. Yes, I will do that. Yes, I'm going to do that. Just hang with it. I need to introduce everybody first. Okay. Now, up, down, get down. All right, you guys move. Good job. Nikki, come to mom. That's my girl. Up here, Nick. Nikki is now 15. She is an Australian cattle dog. When I got her, well, she was so out of control that she was put on the dangerous dog list. And the county was trying to have her put down. But I was able to rescue her and save her. I am her 5th human. This dog has a long history of neglect, isolation, and if you take your time, Robert, look it up. What happens to an Australian cattle dog if they don't have guidance? That's right, sweetheart. If they don't have guidance, if they don't have structure, or somebody to help teach them what they're supposed to be doing, you will find out that a dog like that is very, very dangerous. And that's what happened. She used to run around the neighborhood killing cats, rabbits, and anything else she can get her teeth on. She actually, when I first got her, she went after me. She clamped onto my throat. I mean, really clamped on and started shaking. It was that she was trying to kill me. But as you can see here, that's no longer the issue. She's now 15. I got her when she was about 6 years old. So she had plenty of time to have all those, everything that she was doing hardwired into her brain. Okay, hi Nick Nick. Yeah. And trust me, she never wagged her tail. Let me introduce you to some of my other dogs. I have a total of 8, Robert. So please pay attention. Okay, Nick Nick, go. Go, go, go. And let's see, which other doggy? Shay. Oh, Princey, you want to do it? Okay, well, come on. Come on, Prince. All you guys move. Princey, come. This is Prince. Prince was stuck living with a psychopath. What did he do? Not only did he beat up on his girlfriend or wife, but he turned around and told her that a little 4-week-old puppy could not come in the house. He didn't want the puppy around any animals or any humans. He took this gorgeous, gorgeous being right here, this guy, Princey. And for the first 9 months of this dog's life, it slept on rocks, was rarely fed, it had no shelter. So when it rained, he was drenched. When the sun was out, he very nearly, I won't be surprised if at some point he may have suffered heat stroke. When the lightning came, there was nobody to comfort him. I now have had this dog since he was 11 months old. When I got him, when the rescuers originally got him, he weighed 35 pounds. Well, actually, I apologize, my mistake. He weighed about 20 pounds, 28 pounds. I'm sorry, my mistake. By the time that I got him, he barely weighed 35. Today, this guy here, he weighs over 65. Yes, sweetie, don't worry, I will. Yes, I will give you your treat, just like I promised, okay? Don't worry, I'm not going to I never lie to my dogs, okay? Hang on, just hang on. Anyway, he now weighs over 65 pounds. This guy is an American Foxhound and Catahoula. You should look up those two breeds. According to the DNA, that's what he is. Okay, you ready, sweetie? And go. 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 Let me see who is next here. How about if I introduce you to Pop Pop? I will. I need you to move though. Go. Go, go, go. Pop Pop. Okay. Alright, this is Pop Pop. My sister-in-law died. I was very deeply distraught about it. So I was heading to Kona. There is a 50-mile stretch of desert road called Saddle Road on that way. And as I was driving down that road alone, no traffic anywhere, I saw a little form that I thought was a dead goat on the side of the road. And I felt very, very bad because it appeared to be a newborn goat. And as I approached it, I noticed it moved. I slowed down a little bit as I was the only vehicle on that highway, that long stretch of highway. And as I started slowing down, this little form got up and started trying to chase after me. Well, do keep in mind I was doing about 55 at that point. And I did slow down. I slowly backed up and I realized it was a little tiny 15-pound, well, not even 15 pounds. He was closer to 10 pounds when I got him. This beautiful boy here, he's part Australian Shepherd. Look at him. Look at the intelligence in his eyes. Isn't that right, Bob? Isn't that right, Pop Pop? Pop Pop. I love you. Yes, I do. You're such a good boy. Don't worry, I'll get you your treat. Don't worry, I will. And, you know, he was maybe 3 months old. Okay? I brought him home. I took him to the vet. I made sure that he was cared for. And this is him now. Okay? This guy also weighs well over 60 pounds. He's 64 pounds now. Okay? All right. Nice job, Papa. Yes. 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 Okay. Already, and down. Get down. There. Go on. Get down. Get down. Peaches, I need you. Come. There we go. Come here, Peach. Okay. Ready, Peachy? Can you come up? Thank you. Good job. This is Peaches. She is now over 9 years. She's about 9 years old. Peach, come. Peachy. Okay, fine. She has some border collie in her. She's also Jack Russell. Um, and she was on the new euthanasia list in 2018. This dog. Oh, come on up and say hi. Yeah, you can do it. Yes. Yes. Come on, Peach. That's my sweet girl. That's my good dog. Yes, that's a good dog right there. This is a good dog. Just hang on. I will give you guys some treats. Okay, just hang on. She was so shut down that when you went to touch her, she would freeze up in fear. When it took me months before I could get her trust and have her feel like she was safe. Nobody wanted her because she didn't engage with people, and she was terrified of everything that had anything to do with people. And it took a very, very long time before I could even get her out from under the bed to eat out of my hands. She would only eat at night. She'd only drink water at night when nobody else was around at the shelter. She has a very, very long story. But I could tell that she was extraordinarily intelligent, and she became my diabetic alert dog. I taught her that. Okay, so I'm not sure. Oh yeah, and then there's Shay. Shaydo, Shay, come see mom. Shay has been battling a horrible yeast infection. I got Shay about the same time that I got Peaches, and that's what this patch back here is. As you can see, Shay's an older boy now, but I got him back in 2018 in November. The vet said everybody wanted to amputate his back leg, but I worked with this dog, and he could still run like the wind, even though he's nearly 10 years old. Now, I'm telling you all these things, Robert, for this reason. You said publicly in your video that I don't care about dogs. Because here it is. May I ask you, what do you feed your dogs? Let me give an example. Yeah, what do you feed your dogs? I suppose you probably feed them kennel or some crappy dog food. Let me show you what I feed my dogs. This. See this? This is real food. This here is $12. See that, Robert? Check it out for yourself. Look right there. It says $11.91. And because I live in Hawaii, this also means there's a tax on it, 4% tax. So, this is typically what my dogs get when I come home from work. The tips that I get from my job, I spend at the store to bring my dogs this kind of treat. Now, the treats that I give them are for no other reason other than the fact, yes, I know, you hear that word. Yes, I know. I know. Hang on first. Let me show you what they're doing. Well, I said the word treat, and they know. See, I'm not giving them a treat for a reward or anything of that nature. These guys, they sleep right there on their bed with me. Yes. All these things here, all of those things, they're their own. One moment. Do you have that kind of control over your dogs? So I promised them I was going to give them a treat, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know whether or not I can stay out of the frame, but I'm going to do my very, very best. So let me turn this a little more towards them, and I am about to feed them. Now, all of these guys, all my dogs have experienced severe starvation, neglect, sickness, and a lot of other nasty things at the hands of human beings, Robert. You know, the stuff that you talk about a lot, and tell people that I don't care about dogs. Well, Robert, let me see if you could do this. One of the things with dogs is you don't want them to be shoulder to shoulder, touching one another. Okay? And especially, you don't want them to be face to face when they're eating, especially dogs like this. So let me show you, Robert, just a little tiny bit of what I have accomplished with dogs who can have vastly different histories, you know, dogs who have been horribly abused, neglected, abandoned, okay? Dogs who have, have a totally diverse histories, and their breeds are also very diverse. So, Robert, I'm going to give them a treat right now, and I would like to see a video of you doing what I'm about to do. A raised hand is their signal to come to me. Yes. There they are, Robert. Now watch this. Let me pull this up so I can have a little more room to maneuver. Now I want you to see how patient these dogs are, how trusting these dogs are, how they know that they're going to get their share. Okay, so let me bring down my camera a little bit more so that way you can see precisely what I am doing. Okay, let's start first with, okay, I need some doggies. Good job, that's my babies. Good work. Okay, let me try to get out of the way. Now, you ready, guys? I want Bubble Dog. Very good. I need a Daisy Dog. Very good. I need a Nicky Dog. I need a Peaches Dog. Peaches, here you go. Very good. I need a Prince Dog. Hey, what are you doing? I need a Odie Dog. Ready? Easy. That dog used to attack anything that got near him when he's eating. He would clear the entire kitchen and attack you if you dare want to go into it. A couple things must have changed, Robert. Okay, so now I need a Shay Dog. There you go, Shay. Good work. Good work. Now let me see. What other doggies do I have here? Let's see. Who else do I have? I think we're good. All right, so I'm going to give this to Peaches. Very good. Daisy. That's my girl. Pup. Good. Bobo. Very good. Odie. Good. And Prince. Good. Nicky. Very good. Very good. Where's my Shay? Shay? There you go. Okay, next, let me give this to one Peaches. See this? These are big chunks, my friend. Peaches and Nicky or Daisy are under my desk. Daisy? Well, let me see. We're getting kind of low. We're trying to make sure everybody gets some. Okay? We can't never ever tease a dog. Yeah, you never tease a dog. That's not the right thing to do. You never lie to your dog either. Never make a promise you can't keep. Isn't that right, doggies? Yeah. You never use a dog for upstaging. Okay, you ready? Hang on. You already have some, Goofy. Give me just a moment here. Let me show you a little more of what's going on down here. All right. Okay. I see you. Ready? And good. Bobo. Nice, nice. Odie. Good boy. Prince. Good work. Nick Nick. Nice job. Shay. There you go. Alright. I only have a few pieces here left, so I'm going to cut those up to make sure everybody gets some. Robert, where's your videos of doing this? You may think it's a simple thing, but trust me, not many people can pull this off. The dogs in such close proximity of one another, food right here, touching the dogs touching one another, taking food that close to their mouths. I mean, come on, Robert, help me out here. Please, please, show me your video. You know, dude, you know, I really want to believe in what you believe in. I really do. You know, and dude, you've got me all wrong. You don't know anything about me. And yet you accuse me of things and you say things about me and you don't even know who I am. And you claim you don't want to know who I am, which is okay. But yet you slander me. You know? And so you say things like I said earlier. You say things such as, you know, I've been bullying you and harassing you for 2 years. I didn't even know you existed until 11 months ago. So, you know, help me with that. So, here we go. Now, first, I need one Peach's dog. Is there a Peachy dog here? Peach? Huh? Let's see, I gotta make sure there's enough for everybody. Okay. Peachy, ready? Come on up. What are you doing? Good. Peachy, come. There you go. Nice job. Good work. And we have Daisy. Daisy? Yes. Daisy? There you go. That's my girl. Okay. Pop up. Nice job. Nice job. I need to break this down a little more because we got a lot of doggies here to eat. Bobo? Nice work. Odie? Good job. Let me see how many more dogs we have. We have plenty here. Okay, so now we're going to give Princey this one. We have Prince and Nikki. Prince. Good. And let me see here. Because I don't want you to have a uncool piece. Hold on. Hang on, guys. Yes. Okay, so Prince, I'm going to give you the Daisy or Nikki. And then here you go, Prince. There you go. Okay, doggies. See this? Okay, all done. Go. Go on. All the doggies, go. Good job, good job. You too, Peachy. All the doggies, go. Go, go. Good. Nikki? Good job, babies. Good job. So, hey, Robert, can you do that? I know you're going to come up with some crazy thing saying that, you know, I don't get it or, you know, trying to make me look bad. But as I've said before to you in comments, I prove everything that I do. I mean, here it is, unedited, real time, all that good stuff. And I have 8 dogs in an incredibly small space. For example, see that? Right there, arm's length, kennel right here, kennel down here. This little area here is my my desk. Note this, still sitting here. Nobody came back to mess with me. And you know, simple sniff is not a big deal. But you try to make it sound like I don't know anything. And you go on and on and on about how I don't care about dogs. Well, if I didn't care about dogs, why do I have all these dogs? Why do I spend my hard-earned money on real meat? If I don't know what I'm doing, why is it that I can have so many dogs this close to me eating without fighting? Dogs who were previously highly aggressive and very, very, very dangerous. But I guess I don't know what I'm doing. I have dogs here that self-regulate. Um, I want to believe in your methods. I really do. But I need something to work with, Robert. So again, I apologize for saying you're a moron. I apologize for saying you're an idiot. I apologize for saying that you need to get off the pipe or the bottle or whatever it is you're doing, what you appear to be doing. Um, I apologize for those things because really, you know what? You kept pushing and pushing, which you do because you enjoy conflict. And I am actually a very quiet presence around my animals. Yeah, that's right. And they're not really mine. They're fellow earthlings, and I treat them accordingly. Yeah, Haniki. Yes, yeah, yeah, that's my baby. Um, and I have a way of communicating with dogs, my pack, that has nothing to do with behaviorism or training, which is why it is called, the behavior system architect. And I'm sorry, I've sent you information about what it is, how it works, and such, but you always have something very nasty and conflictory to say. Because I don't honestly think, sir, that you know how to read, and that's kind of scary. I have learned that the louder the bark, the more insecure the dog is. And sir, you're very, very, very loud. I do hope you're having a good day, Robert. And for everybody watching, hey folks, so glad that you stayed. Give me a comment. Um, and I would send you over to his spot, but it's really not worth it, honestly. And I hope you guys are having an incredible day as always. And as always, give me a comment below. Let me know what you think of what you just saw here, and let me know if you thought I handled this in a good way because um, he's slandering me. He's slandering my name. He's slandering my business. He's slandering my reputation. He's slandering everything that I do with dogs. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that my dogs are over the top. That's awesome. They do things that no other, you just don't see on YouTube. You see maybe one dog chilled out. You might see two. And it's very rare that you ever see three, but there are some. You may see dogs, occasionally there may be three or four or five dogs. There are a couple of videos I've seen where this wonderful couple has like 20 dogs. But I don't have room for that, and as you see, I have a very, very small space. And that within itself is pretty miraculous that I'm able to have this many dogs without any problems. Uh, and it's all because of the method that I use. Okay, as I said before, I am no, I'm not really a trainer. I've learned that I'm not really a trainer because what I do goes far, far beyond training. I'm not a behaviorist. What I do is I help the dogs to stabilize themselves. They regulate their own behaviors. I don't do that. They, learn how to work things out between themselves. And if there is a problem, they look to me for help, to bring me back into the fold and say, hey, we need help here. Come on, stand up, lead us, show us what we're supposed to do. Okay, and that's exactly what I do. The majority of the time, I ignore my dogs because there's no issues. When we get up to, they know the routines, they know what I expect out of them, and 98% of the time, all my communication is facial or body language, or I point, make gestures. Actually, I talk to them very little unless I reach down and tell them what good dogs they are and how proud I am of them and how much I love them. So there you go, Robert. Let's see you top this. Please send me a video. I mean, yeah, I would love to see what you're doing, and um, convince me that you're right and I'm wrong. I would really appreciate that because, like I said, it's the proof. Okay, and in case you guys didn't notice, let me show you one other thing before I go. Here it is. Look at this. Look at these guys. They are completely regulating themselves. See that? I'm not doing anything. Look how calm and relaxed they are. If they want to go into their kennels, they can go into their kennels. If they want to lay on the floor, they can lay on the floor. If they want to be on my bed, they're on my bed. Okay? And so, Robert, you notice I'm not loud. You are very, very loud. You could never, under any circumstances, handle my pack of dogs because my dogs would tear you up. They would maim you, they would maul you because they're not accustomed to that kind of noise that you make. You would scare them to death and they would have no other choice but to fight. Fight, or freeze. So, all the babbling you do about uh, Skinner and all these other people, I have nothing to do with. This is my proof. Just a small part. My proof that my method works. Thanks guys for watching. We'll see you next time here on Master Matriarchs Canines.